gorgeous people. Welcome to the Hair It Ferst podcast, where great hair meets real life. We're your hosts, Tessa,
Monica,
and Michelle.
3 stylists, moms, besties. We're keeping it real about beauty, business, and the chaos of motherhood.
We're here to share stories, laugh way too loud, and maybe spill a little shampoo along the way. Just a quick heads up, we're not making any medical claims or giving professional advice here, just sharing our own thoughts, opinions, and experiences.
So grab your coffee, your favorite blanket, and let's hair it first.
How you doing, girl?
Yeah, doing great.
Doing good.
Doing good. Relaxing. Got my comfy chair, my comfy blanket. I'm telling you, this crisscross applesauce
I
chair.
have got to get one of those. Yeah.
Propped up on it this time.
Did you send us the link?
We talked about that. I know.
Monica, and we're over here uncomfortable as hell in our chairs while you're over there all freaking comfy in your crisscross applesauce and you won't share with us.
When there needs to be more hours in a day, because between momming and clients and responding to clients, there's like no time. But I want to ask you guys, because I feel like I can't be the only one. I'll have a client ask me for a time and I'm like, I can't respond yet because I'm still waiting on like 2 other people to respond. So then I like respond to the client that's waiting, like, can you give me a little bit of time? I'm trying to like work out my schedule. And it's like, I feel like clients think I'm ignoring them. And I promise to any of my clients that are listening, if you text me and ask me for an appointment time, I am in fact not ignoring you. I'm just waiting for 5 other people to respond.
Exactly.
For me to be able to respond to you.
My husband's having a procedure, and so I had to move. Well, he has to go in for like colonoscopy, and then he has to have a surgery. And so I have to move 2 full days of people, and I only work 3 days. So it's tough. So, waiting to hear back, I messaged people last Thursday and I still haven't heard back from them. And I'm like, hey, I need to, hey, just checking in because other people need to get in. Now, I didn't say that. I'm just like, just checking in, can you take that appointment or whatever? But my God, if they text you.
Yeah, sometimes it's so hard.
I love you all, but
I have finally, after all of these years, started when I am not working, I am not answering. I may, on a weekend, I'm not responding. I will respond to you on Monday. I don't work Mondays, but I will sit down with my book and do catch up for that. But, it's finally because we are 24/7 trying to answer clients. And we love you guys for that. We love you guys that you want in and all of that. But we also have to have a life outside of that. And sometimes it's hard. I get texts at 1 a.m. about a haircut. Like, where are your man?
Yeah,
I just saw that.
The time.
I do.
Yes,
all the time.
I do not. So like, when you're on Facebook and you start reading through our hairstylist Facebook and how clients treat their hairstylist is absolutely insane. Like they will put in screenshots of what clients are saying to them. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you need to set some boundaries with your clients. So you need to teach them that, first of all, they can't speak to you that way. Like, hello, some of the stuff is awful. And then I get, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, my brain is going all the time. And I'll forget that it's 1 a.m. and I'll go to send a text. I'm like, oh shit, I can't send that right now. Like it's way too late. So I have to put it in my notes so I can send it the next day. So, I get it. I understand. But if you have habitual clients that do that, it's not okay. It's not okay.
I have that. It happens all the time.
Really?
And it will go off on like my Instagram. I have people who book through TikTok. I have my Facebook Messenger. I have people that text my cell phone. And for a long time, I had like 2 separate phones.
I work with a girl like that.
Over time, it kind of didn't make sense because nobody ever texted my business line, everybody just texts my personal line. So I'm like, well, what do I need this for? But yeah, I have people that literally will text me 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning,
Not have that.
send instant messages. And like, I'm like, I wake up and I've got, I currently right now have
I have
61
200.
unread messages.
200.
Text messages?
Yeah.
Lady.
And you know, like I said, we appreciate every single person, but we have to also have a life and we have kids and families and everything else. I do not call the grocery store at 1 a.m. because, well, they're not open. So I'm not going to call the owner of the grocery store at 1 a.m. to say, did you get my plant butter in? I'm not going to do that, you know?
Did you get
I'm
my
not
plant
vegan
butter
plant
in?
butter. But you know,
Do you
it's
have
just
my
I feel
vegan
like
plant butter?
a lot of stylists finally are starting to speak out about things because we have been walked on like so much as to where our time is not valuable to them, where we try to make, you know, we try to get them in anywhere that we can, but sometimes it's just not appreciated what we're doing on the other end. And, you know, but also I have to say, I have, all my clients still, not all of them, a lot of them still message me at odd hours and things. But as far as the disrespectful clients, I have kind of weeded through them as to how they speak to me in the salon, how they speak to me outside of the salon, how if they expect me to be at their beck and call. I'm not dealing with that anymore. I've been in the game too long and I'm not doing it anymore. So I think a lot of stylists are finally waking up to, hey, we are people, we are humans. This is our job, you know, to make
money. Just so you know,
That
we work to
part.
make money, just like everybody else
Yeah.
does.
And I'm
So
really
asking for
bad
discounts
too
all the
about
time,
when it
stop
comes time to
Sorry.
settle the bill.
Saying it.
Like, oh, well, you can just, I'm going to give this discount. I got to stop doing that. I've got to stop. And I have for the most part, but I really got to stop. So
I wanted to say this because it just kind of popped into my head when you were talking. So, I mean, early on in my career, I kind of set boundaries. Like when people are late, even if they come in, I mean, I'll give you a 10 to 15 minutes. But that means you're either going without a haircut because I refuse to not blow dry somebody's hair. I have one client, no, two that leave wet. One puts her own little clips in and she wears the same sweatshirt, the same jeans. I've been doing her hair for 20 years. The same clothes to work, which is good because I used to perm her and
fades it out. Yeah.
Sweatshirt, I can see where the line is from the processing solution. But I actually, you know, I made a precedent. If you're late, we're going to have to reschedule. And I remember stylists, it got back to me. It really hurt my feelings, actually, if I'm honest. They would say, your clients are scared of you and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? This is just about healthy boundaries. And I'm not going to make the other client sit and wait 20 minutes because you walk in with your Big B coffee telling me that you're running late, but it's a brand new coffee. No, that's not okay. You've got to respect other people's time. And I was very diligent about that. And I'm sure it did make some people mad. But, you know, the whole backbiting of stylists, like each other, it's all got to stop. We're all just here to make a living.
We really do.
And
We
have fun,
have the
honestly.
funnest job. And you know,
jobs.
Rochelle, people, if they're scared of you because you've set boundaries, that's because those people don't have respect for other people in their lives and they're used to getting away with that. So that's not on you. That is on them for sure. And yes, we have a great, fun career, but at the same time, I don't think people take our career serious enough because they're like, oh, all you do is get to have fun all day and do this and that. No, you guys, it's so much more than that. Our bodies hurt. Our minds hurt. We're so mentally and physically exhausted Emotionally, we take on everything
Emotionally.
that our clients are going
Emotionally
through
exhausted.
while having our own things to go through. And yes, it's fun, it's rewarding, we love it. But at the same time, you guys, we work very hard. It's not easy to stand there for hours with your arms up like this. It's not easy to stay on your feet.
I'm actually having the nerves that, but the nerves in my back are my next doctor's appointment. They're cauterizing in, 6 spots on each side of my vertebrae. They're cauterizing the nerves because I have so much pain in my back. And it's from my job. Not discounting anybody else's job and not complaining because I love what I do, but it does take a toll on your body. And I feel now, don't you feel like, back in the day, I dressed to the nines. Like I had my high heels on. I looked like a businesswoman would have dressed, right? Now I obviously have to wear more comfortable things because my back hurts so bad. But I just feel like now they're teaching these people how to hold your body, how to hold hair and not, but I'm in such a habit
And
of
the pumping, I wish I would have started out pumping. Alternating my pumping knee. My knee is shot. My soon-to-be daughter-in-law, she's in beauty school right now. I said, you alternate them legs, pumping legs. My knee hurts so bad. It's shot from that just one knee pumping all the time.
And wear the shoes.
My whole
Me
problem
too.
is I always forget that my chair moves.
Yeah.
Me too. You're like squatted down.
Yeah,
Pump
like
the chair up.
pump the chair up. But I also feel like, as crazy as it sounds, when COVID happened, everybody had this wonderful appreciation for us. It's the same for teachers. Everybody had this wonderful appreciation for their stylist and this wonderful appreciation for their teachers because they didn't have it. I remember seeing on Facebook or TikTok all these people that were like, I will literally buy the school list for the entire school if you just take these kids back. Or they were like, I will give you my left kidney if you do a root touch up on me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we've lost that appreciation again. And it's worse now. And I do get some of it because, I've been in this industry for 15 years. So I'm definitely not like a super seasoned stylist.
A long time.
But I have been in for 15 years.
It's a long time.
And it is. And you see these, I'm going to call them baby stylists because that's what they're calling themselves, coming out of the gate saying, I'm only going to work 10 to 3, 2 days a week, and my services are $600. And I got out of beauty school 2.5 weeks ago. And I'm like, I got out of beauty school and sat at a salon from 9 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night.
Me too.
And watched people.
Yes.
I watched people because I didn't have any clients. So I feel like, as bad as it sounds, I feel like that has kind of diminished our industry too. I had somebody just recently, I want to say like Friday, ask me, do you have a gallery
Me neither.
of your work? And I'm like, no, because I've been doing this for 15 years. And this whole thing where people are constantly taking pictures of their work, like that's not what I do. Because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I don't have time. My schedule is back to back to back. I don't have 25 minutes to stand you in the perfect position, to get the perfect lighting, to get the perfect angle. And I'm not a photographer.
And I'm not going to wear a camera. I'm not going to wear my phone on me so
Yeah.
you can watch me highlight. That's not my
And
thing.
so
I
many-
don't want to be
so many people
on
these
reels.
days.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to do
They're
that.
like-
and we have to. Like,
Well, we don't know if that's real or AI or you filtered it, blah, blah, blah. I don't need somebody picking my work apart. I've got all of my clientele through word of mouth. I don't sit there, take pictures and post them all the time. That's not how, and even with the type of salon I run with the autoimmune and all that, I don't advertise that. I don't get on there. I did the other day, I put vegan salon. I don't think I've ever put that. but it's word of mouth. But I was like you, Monica, I sat there and had to build my clientele. I don't care if you got one person that whole week that you sat in there for 60 hours when you first started, that's that one person. And then that person will lead to another. But people getting out of school are just like so many salon hoppers right now. You can't keep somebody right out of school because they'll be there for a week and be like, well, I didn't get any clientele. I'm moving on to a different salon. Good luck with that. Good luck. Yeah. You have to sit there.
What did you do
have
to get,
let people know you're there. You have to start out doing all of these hours because that's how we all did. It sucked. I took so much time away from my family and things too during different times to do that. Exactly. And so,
it didn't make money.
It's just, I think that people coming out of hair school now are not appreciating how you really have to work to get that clientele. It's not easy. It's
I want to almost say like we've become a glorified industry. And, I hear a lot of the time, well, you just play with hair all day. And I'm like, if I just played with hair all day, it wouldn't have taken me a year, 1,500 hours, because that's what it is for our state. I wouldn't be flying to Vegas and to Orlando and to New York and to do all these things, to do all this extra training. I wouldn't be mastering an art of being, a colorist. I wouldn't have mastered the art of being an extension artist. Like, there is so much more that goes into being somebody who plays with hair all day. There is more to that. Not only do we have to know chemistry and know the color wheel, we also have to remember everything that our clients have said in their past appointments so we can check up on their daughter who just had this happen, or their son who just got married, or the divorce that they're going through, or the miscarriage that they've went through, or the cancer diagnosis that they just got. It is so much more than doing hair. And when you form those bonds with people, it rocks your world when something happens to them. And I don't think people think about that. I know for me personally, the first head I had to shave for a client that had cancer was, I'm telling you, it was just as hard on me to be the one to do it. And, I feel like our industry has been so glorified by social media, and there are so many wonderful aspects about social media. I am big on, TikTok and Instagram, and I am on all those platforms, and I do love that. But I also feel like it's made it harder for our industry and for stylists that have been seasoned and we have put in all those hours. It's hard. It makes it very hard for us. And it also doesn't help that we now have all of these places that people can purchase professional things. Everybody, all they have to do is go on TikTok and they're an extension expert. And I'm like, please don't come to me and tell me TikTok told you.
Yeah.
Or AI, Chat GPT.
Yeah. ChatGPT and TikTok told me that if you did this,
so let ChatGPT
my
and
color
then do
would
your hair
come out
in
this way.
because and also going back, Monica, we also have to learn anatomy and physiology. We have to know every single nerve, every single bone, every single muscle, everything in the body. We aren't idiots. We ain't idiots. I might say I want like one, but it's hard. 1,500 hours in 5 months.
Coming out.
People take 15 hours a semester at the most at a regular college. We're taking 1,500 hours in 9 months. We're not stupid. We're learning a lot in a little time so that we can be successful behind the chair. And like you said, it's really disheartening that when we see our clientele, we have product, or we all have joined Firmaglow now. It's the most amazing product we've ever used. We have discussed that. Stylists that are using it are saying the same thing. But what is so disheartening, if we have something on our shelf where you can order right there from us, and we know that it's what you need for your hair as well, but you go out and you walk into Ulta or somewhere and you buy it because you're saving a few dollars, that really guts your hairstylist, and I feel there's a lot of that.
Well, I also look at it as when you go to the doctor and the doctor prescribes you something that is going to help you, or your naturopathic doctor is going to tell you, I have this vitamin for you. This supplement is going to help you. And you're like, okay, cool. I'll go to the store and grab it. It's not necessarily the same thing. When we have a product, we can tell you what is in that. I can guarantee you with 100% certainty, if you go to Ulta and ask that hairstylist that's in Ulta, because there are hairstylists that work at Ulta, they have their own salons. If you ask them to tell you what the ingredients in the back do, they're not going to be able to tell you. Number one, they're not going to be able to tell you because they probably can't pronounce half of them, because who can? And we can sit here and tell you this, and this are in our products. And this is what this, and this do. So, I mean, you have to look at this in retrospect. Yeah, you could go to Ulta and spend $40 on a bottle of shampoo, or you could come to your stylist who knows your hair inside out and sideways. They know what's in their products, and spend a little bit more than that. And honestly, not much more than that. And you're going to use less product. You're not going to need to go and pick it up because it's going to be delivered to you. Or you can pick it up right in the salon. We have that ability. I know a lot of people that are like, I miss selling retail. I miss selling it in my salon, but we can't compete. We cannot compete price-wise with what Ulta or other big distributors can, because you guys can buy it from them cheaper than what we can buy it from the beauty store. It's become hard. And I feel like in America's movement to make things healthier and removing, we're really starting to get into, I want to say, like a clean movement.
Okay.
That people are really starting to look at things and be like, okay, well, what is this going to do? And a lot of people don't know, when you put something on your body, your skin is your largest organ. It takes 7 seconds for that to absorb into your skin. So if you have a shampoo that has dimethicone in it, guess what? In 7 seconds, that's in your bloodstream. And your body cannot, it's not made to break down those things.
There may health issues are caused
to do that
by the products and I was on. That's literally caused by that. And it's people are, I think, waking up, like you said, and I think it's so important that they do. You got to wake up, people. And like with our products, you may get what you think is a smaller bottle for around the same price as you're going to buy a big bottle. That big bottle you're going to run out of way sooner than you're going to run out of ours because it's concentrated. But B, you're going to have a lot of issues with what you're putting on your skin, and it's soaking into your body. 22 seconds in your vital organs. people have got to wake up to that, the formaldehyde and everything. If you're getting something with added fragrances, not to mention you're fading your hair color, you're undoing every single thing that you went to the salon and paid good money for. You're undoing it.
Yeah. And I never did understand that. I never did. How, you're going to sit in a professional chair and, I've had clients come to me before and be like, I just don't understand why my color is fading. I don't understand why, I'm turning brassy so quick. And I'm like, well, what are you using on your hair? And they're like, oh, it was like $6 at the Walmart. And I'm like,
so now your color, the color that I just put on your hair, is sitting on top of a waxy buildup. So the first time you wash it,
yes,
it's going to wash right off.
It's going to come off. Yeah.
But I also
because color does penetrate it.
Tries to, if it can get through the wax. I also feel stylist, like I'm going to talk to you right now. This is your job. This is part of your job, is to teach your clients this stuff. So, my clients, I've always talked to my clients about retail. I've always just educated them on what I thought would be the best for them. And so they know, like when I decided to go with Vermiglow exclusively in the salon, they know why I'm doing it. Now, does every single person purchase it? No, you're never going to have that. And that's okay. However, you can let them know, if you use this product, that makes my life easier also. Your hair's not going to break off because I have to pull highlights through every single time. I don't have to charge you as much because I'm not using as much product, and you're not going to be here as long. And your hair is going to be healthier. Like, there's so much more to it. I know that we want to have conversations about family and what's going on and all that jazz. But I think also you've got to get the professional part, I don't want to say out of the way, but you need to talk about it when you're shampooing, why you're using what you're using, what it's doing. Have those products sitting out in front of them. So many people are looking to leave the industry right now because they feel they're not making any money. This is how you make money without adding hours to your day. It's huge.
Or adding overhead.
Yeah.
You don't have to have overhead if you don't want to have overhead. You have two different ways you can play this as a stylist. You can, if you are the type of stylist that is so used to having things on their back shelf and selling directly to your people and having them leave with it, you have that ability. You have the ability to do that and make money. If you don't want to, if you do not want to have stuff, you can have them order it. We are made in America. Yep. We are shipped out. Everything is in Florida.
And you're not going to need to wash your hair in that 2 to 3 days anyway after they left our salon. Please, for the love of Pete, stop doing that.
Yeah, I had my clients. I had a couple clients last week who ordered, and they were like, "How long?" And I was like, "I would give it. It was getting ready to be the weekend, so I was like, give it I would say 2 to 3 business days." Before it comes out. And they were like, well, that's good because I'm not going to shape in my hair before then anyway. I want to point out, I'm going to take off my hat. I am not shaping
judge my hair, girl.
Don't judge me. But let's be real. All of us are no girl wants to wash their hair every day. They do it because, number one, they have to, because they feel like they need to. My hair is...
Listen. Awesome. And look at the beautiful and the shine, and it doesn't look oily, and it doesn't look dry, and it doesn't, yeah. And
not flaking.
It was out in the weather and all the things. And I'll be honest, I don't even think I ran a brush through it. So, you're not going to need to use as much. So you have to think about that when you're looking at cost analysis, because let's be real. That's where people are looking right now. I know personally a lot of people that want to eat healthier and do all these healthier things, but they're like, we can afford it. When it comes to this portion, you have to look at it as how long you're going to have this product. I mean, just think about us. We use this every day in the salon, and I honestly haven't
been using the same bottles When I got
In my
my kit
bottles.
August 2nd, and I have been to Texas, Arkansas, I've been everywhere, shampooing heads, including all of my clientele, including my family, everywhere, and still have plenty in the bottles. And that's shampooing with it pretty much every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not myself, other people. So we're not going to shampoo our hair every day. If you are, you're not doing. And what's another cool thing? We don't.
No.
We're not going to need the purple shampoo. We're not going to need all of that stuff. But we can turn the heat down on our tools, which means you're not burning your hair as bad. Because you're working with the natural state of your hair instead of trying to straighten or curl through silicone. Yeah, built-in heat protectant. Yeah.
I also want to say this.
Protectant in the products. There's heat protectant.
I want to say this because I like to bake. If you would not stick your head in a 400-degree oven, please, for the love of all things good and holy, do not put a 400-degree iron smushed between your hair strands.
A very
Please. Do not do it. Like, it's not going to turn out good for anybody, number one. So this is a PSA for everybody. Whether you use Firmaglow, whether you're interested in Firmaglow, please stop. Turn your heat down. You do not need it. You do not need it. You're just going to fry your hair off. And to make it even worse,
Stop it.
you just don't do it. Just
stop it.
Say no.
Just
That's all. That's
stop
my
it.
PSA. Just
Yeah.
say no. Think smarter, not
Stylist.
harder.
Yep.
Start selling retail behind the chair. Like you're just leaving
And
money on the
also,
table and some big
Start
company's
selling
taking
retail behind your hair that you would feel
There's
safe
so
enough to use
many
on your
options.
children or yourself. Yep. Yep.
Amen.
Yep. And teach your clients about it. It's huge.
And here's another thing. For all my stylists that use other products to add in their colors and lighteners, just a little PSA. I like things that are multi-purposed. We have 2 products that I put in my lightener and my color. Also use as a styling product. Also used to help wake up and invigorate your scalp to produce a nice, good, healthy scalp microbiome.
Yeah.
All of those things in 1 or 2 products.
Yeah.
Like, it can do all of the things. So, cost effective, because some of those, they start with an O and a K. They are so expensive.
So expensive.
So expensive.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Ours is
Well, awesome.
1,000%.
It was fun.
Well,
it was.
Today was so much fun, you guys.
It was.
We haven't had like
into
a
it.
businessy
Yes.
podcast.
We
But sometimes we gotta do
we
that.
do.
Sometimes
We're
we gotta
boss
be a little businessy.
Business bitches. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's what we do.
Hell yeah. Old school.
Well, we love everyone, and I love you girls, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Hair It First. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you laughed, learned, and maybe felt a little more seen through all of the good hair days and the hot mess ones too.
Remember, we're just sharing our own thoughts and experiences. No medical claims or professional advice here. Just real talk from stylists and moms who get it.
Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and share Hair It First with your fellow beauty lovers and boss moms. We will catch you next time with more stories, laughs, and probably a little conditioner in our hair.